welcome back to another mukbang! I hope you all are having a great night tonight. It is Sunday night, and we're going to be having some tofu stir fry concoction. This is tofu that's so good or something like that from Minimalist Baker. And then I'm also going to have this real sugar Dr. Pepper. Ooh, that is so good. I love these like old style sodas that it has like real sugar and artificial flavors. So good. It was like horrible. I'm surprised we are not without power right now. It was horribly windy today. Like 60-mile-an-hour wind gust horrible, not just like, oh, it's a windy day. No, like it was horrible today. I went out and ran a bunch of errands, and it's like I would get out of the car and have to like run into places, and it's just so loud with all the wind and the trees and everything. I like how she hasn't whined all day, and then I start the camera and she starts whining, and she's not even in here. Like, she's in the living room. Unbelievable. That's good. The sauce is good. She cooks her tofu like super weird. I wouldn't do it like this again. I'm sorry the tofu's not that great. She says to like cook it for 30 minutes. More than that, 45 minutes. And then like leave it on the counter for 20 minutes to like harden up. I don't like it. I like my tofu soft. I mean, this is already firm tofu, so when I just fry it on both sides, I guess this is more supposed to resemble like the texture of chicken, which next week I will be making popcorn chicken. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do like a whole KFC dinner, because you know your girl is not about to put those fucking chemicals in her body, okay? Nah. No, girl. I just don't eat that shit. It's just not, it's not good. When you can cook it, why not just cook it? Well, I know why. Because it's super easy to just go get in that KFC drive-thru. But I just think of the whole process of like having to go find a KFC, first of all. I don't even know where the closest KFC is. Okay? We have like a Taco Bell that's like a Taco Bell KFC type of thing. Hold on, I was gonna look and see if there's one like, I really don't think there's a KFC really close to me. The closest one is 10 minutes away. That's not that bad. But in the time of like going to get it and coming home, it would be cold, so I'd have to reheat it. So there's a cooking process right there. Then I would eat it and feel like shit the next day. And mentally beat myself up about it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make popcorn chicken, which will be like a KFC baker type of recipe. And popcorn chicken, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and biscuits. And I'm going to make like the traditional coleslaw, or, you know, at least try to. Make some super runny mashed potatoes. Make some super like runny, fluffy mashed potatoes. And that's it. Like, that's not that hard. I'm sure it will take me a couple hours, but it will be worth it. That was really good. The sauce. The tofu, like I said. Bye-bye. She was trying to get the tofu so it's more like a chicken texture. Meh. Meh. It's okay. I don't see you eating. You guys watching me, watching him. The sauce is really good. I really needed just like a vegetable dish. I'm gonna have 2 fish dishes left next week, which I'm kind of like about. But I wanted coconut shrimp, and I also wanted fish tacos. So I'm sorry, seafood. I'm like, I really should stop eating seafood because I read an article the other day that said that by the year 2050 there's going to be more trash in the ocean than fish. First of all, what about the deep sea fish? Like, how are you taking that into consideration and into count? It just seems a bit much for me to be like, oh yeah, in like your lifetime, you know, that's like 2 of my lifetimes put together. But I was a little more, but not much. Hi baby. Hi baby. Don't. It's a candle. It's a candle. Oh, I took them to the which word for it? Hardware store this morning. And they're so cute. They're such good dogs. Half of the people are like, oh, they're so cute. Are they brother and sister? And then the other half of the people are like, I'm just walking through the store, people, to grab some fucking light bulbs, okay? My dogs are not gonna bite your face off. Here's the thing. I have never seen an aggressive dog in a store. Like, I'm not just bringing these aggressive, beastly creatures into a store, first of all, and second of all, into public. Like, yeah, I definitely have seen vicious dogs in public, but you can just tell by their attitude that they're like, you know, they kind of get up here like this and like push their shoulders forward and like, you know, kind of hunch their neck down. You can just see, excuse me, you can just see that kind of shit. Somebody on one of my old cooking videos, chicken fajitas. So you can go look. I deleted the comment though. Said that I really can't cook. Well, every meal I eat every night doesn't just cook itself, sir. Okay, this is a point where I just ignore her, because if I don't, she's gonna just continue. So see, it works. I always think it's so funny when people say that kind of shit to me. Like, ew, that looks gross, or like, somebody said you bully your dogs, or you can't cook. It's like, to you, I may not cook food that is appealing. To me, I know that it tastes good. I know that it's going to nourish my body. I know that it's going to make me feel good. So how is that not cooking good food? Everyone has their own opinion. They're like assholes. Everyone has one. And you don't usually want to hear another person's. But that's the thing about YouTube is you put yourself out there and the other people aren't putting themselves out there. But they just assume that, like, oh, since you're putting yourself out there, I can say what I want about your life. No. I mean, you can. Go ahead. That's freedom of speech, is saying whatever you feel like, but I don't have to listen to it. See, now I'm down to like 2 pieces of tofu. I always do this to myself. Let's take a moment of silence for me to eat my food. I'm in a much better mood today. By the way, if you can't just tell, part of the thing was I didn't work out yesterday at all. I feel like that really fucks up my whole damn day. If I don't have my smoothie, and it doesn't matter if I have my smoothie first thing in the morning or at 4 o'clock in the afternoon like I did today. I just have to have those antioxidants in my body make me so happy. And the endorphins from, like, I had walked half of the run and I ran the other half, and I probably went, I don't know, 1.5 miles. I can look real quick. It might have just been a mile. It doesn't really matter. It's not, that's not something that I so concern myself with. Yeah, I go about between 22 and 30 miles a month. It just depends on how much I'm actually doing and that kind of shit. So today, 1.4 miles, and it took me 33 minutes. Like, I'm not rushing through walking 1.25 miles. I'm just chilling, walking the dogs. I mean, there's no rush to it. And I think I said in my my diet and like weight loss video that without Darby, because she's the first one we got, I probably wouldn't have gotten so into like being physical. Maybe. I just got anxiety when I said that. So that was my body telling me, yes, you would have. You're being dramatic. Anxiety is a weird, weird thing. I get it sometimes, like, when I'm not, that wasn't lying, but that was saying, like, something that wasn't totally truthful. Because I probably would have ended up getting into physical fitness. Before I moved to Seattle, I was really into bicycling. And I would bike, like, 20 miles. Most of the time, like, between 10 and 20 miles. Bicycling is so much easier than, like, physically running or walking. And I got super skinny. Moved here. Gained 60 pounds. And slowly lost it over a year. I think this is why I should just have vegetables and not rice. The rice is super filling. I'm gonna stick to the vegetables for a second. What I like about this dish is you could use whatever vegetables that you like. You don't have to use snow peas and carrots and bell pepper. What kind of conspiracy theory should we talk about tonight, you guys? Oh. Oh. Excuse me. That's just a natural response, and I'm not going to edit it out. I know a lot of you guys don't care. And to the few who do, that's a part of life, my friends. Okay. I'm gonna take a break. I'm a piece of tofu. The ginger, the way that I did it, it like leaves these little hairs, and they're not hairs, it's just fiber from the ginger, because I don't have like a legit ginger grater. I just was using like a grater. Okay. Made with sugar. Okay, let's go down the list of conspiracy theories. Ooh, let's do the Wall-E one. Because I read that and was like, what? Wall-E conspiracy theories. Conspiracy. Ugh. This looks like so much is left. It's really not. Woo. That tofu dough. Okay. These are just fan theories, though. The Pixar theory. What's this? Hold on, my lovelies. My lovelies. Give us a moment. The Pixar theory. How long is this? Oh, this is much too long. This is like, this would need to be a whole separate video because, bitch, I do not have time for this right now. We are already 20 minutes into the video. Holy crap. See, when I'm in a good, like, positive, uplifted mood, 20 minutes, boom, goes by like that. Last night, bitch, it was a struggle. My grandma's like, why did you even record a video? I'm like, just because, like, what am I gonna, I'm gonna sit here eating by myself? I could have eaten with him in my grumpy ass state. I was in a bad mood all day. And, like, I kept telling him, like, I'm not mad at you, just, like, leave me alone today. So I was trying to be nice and be like, you know, just don't come near me, but just, like, don't think that my attitude is caused by you, because it's not. I wasn't grumpy. There's nothing that he did made me grumpy. It was just a day. It was just a day. You ladies understand. Okay. I think this page is like still loading, but I think it's all loaded. Wall-E was one of the Pixar films which had a strong message. It was concerned with the fate of humanity at large, and Wall-E was the only remnant. But why was he alone? Pixar has been the most successful animated production company in the past decade. Now it's part of Disney. The success has now been shared with the Pioneer Animation Company. Still, Pixar movies are separate and independent. While Disney has been bashed with sexually related Easter eggs and references to not so subtly hidden in their movies, you guys know how I feel about my English. And yes, this is from kpopstars.com, but while Disney has been bashed with sexually related Easter eggs and references to not so subtly hidden in their movie, Pixar has a different dark side entirely. Their seemingly innocent deceptions of cooking rat depictions. I'm sorry. Since I've been listening to Game of Thrones on tape, I swear your brain becomes mush when you like don't actually read shit. Whew! I love reading, so I just am trying to finish the book. Pixar has a different dark side entirely. Their seemingly innocent depictions of cooking rats and sentient toys have underlying tones of an apocalyptic nature. As the Pixar theory suggests, all the movies from Pixar belong to one universe, and their collective story might as well have been an animated version of Terminator, where machines took over Earth. In WALL-E, the title-bearing robot was a garbage compactor who had a lot of sentimentality, as shown by his treasure collecting, probably inspired by Ariel of The Little Mermaid. This is the key to the question that has never been asked. Why was he alone? A fan theory from Reddit user Mr. Bananas. The Earth Recovery Act was going perfectly fine until one WALL-E unit went rogue. This particular unit wasn't very good at its job, often refusing to crush particular objects. Instead, it wanted to keep these trinkets as treasure. However, all the other units were still indiscriminately compacting everything, including trinkets this particular WALL-E wanted. So this rogue unit began destroying all the other units and cannibalizing their parts. It continued its senseless cannibalism until there weren't enough WALL-E units left to combat the growing problems on Earth. Its continued cannibalism allows this rogue unit to continue operating long past its original operation lifespan, continuing to function for over 700 years. Alone, he can now selectively pull out and protect his trinkets while still compacting all of the rest of the Earth's junk. There are still more references to support his theory. In the movie, we see tons of mindless parts, cannibalism performed by our protagonist. He takes the treads off of a fallen comrade without a second thought. He hoards the parts of his dead brothers in his trailer, along with all of his precious trinkets that he had to protect from all the other WALL-E units. The reason why there is still so much trash on Earth despite 700 years of compacting is because all the other compactors were killed early on, and thus for 700 years only one unit has been working on the trash instead of a whole planet worth of units. In short, the last WALL-E was not alone by accident. His sentimentality, a glitch in the programming, brought him into conflict with the other robots, which he eventually destroyed. The theory does lend a much darker tone, but it's based on logic and a valid question that wasn't asked. What do you think of this theory? What do I think of this theory? I think that, here's the thing, is WALL-E was obsessed with trinkets, but then he met humans, and, the humans were just these horrible pieces of shit, and he had to come across that one nice human for him to realize that all humans aren't pieces of shit. What was happening was he wasn't seeing the piles of trash. All he was seeing were those single trinkets. So it was a kind of a obsessive compulsive mentality of not seeing the big picture, but only seeing this one bottle cap. On my table I have a whole bunch of stuff, but instead of looking at everything that's here, it's focusing on that one thing, or maybe one certain part of the cap, and just that is all there is. So for a robot mentality, you would want to keep all that is, but when you keep all that is, you're going to keep everything, and you're going to destroy the planet on which he's living. Anyways, let's drink some more Dr. Pepper. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you like to see more. I make new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for coconut shrimp, rice, and some vegetables. And let's end it on a vape. I am going to do a vape vlog this week. I'm going to review that Malibu flavor. Bye! I hate like times like right now. I'm so self-conscious of what my teeth look like. So stupid.